Hello everyone, Johnny Thunder, EAS&Weather here, with your day one outlook for both the fire weather and the severe weather. So, anyway, we have an isolated dry thunderstorm threat, across central and eastern Arizona, or central and east central Arizona, and west central New Mexico. Dry thunderstorms are thunderstorms that occur, thunder and lightning occur without any precipitation falling because it's evaporating thousands of feet above the surface. So because the air is dry in these areas, precipitation is going to evaporate before reaching the ground. So anyway, and if lightning hits the ground, then it could cause a fire. So yeah, just be aware of that. So the synopsis. Somewhat limited fire weather concerns are expected today across the southwestern Four Corners region. Very dry conditions will persist across the eastern Great Basin, Four Corners, with widespread 5 to 15% relative humidity minimums expected this afternoon. However, low-level winds are expected to be somewhat weaker today compared to the previous days as a surface high gradually builds across the Intermountain West. Sustained winds between 10 to 15 miles per hour will likely be accompanied by 15 to 25 miles per hour gusts by around peak heating when boundary layer mixing will be maximized. But confidence in sustained elevated conditions remain too limited to warrant highlights. Instead, fire weather concerns will manifest as another day of dry thunderstorm potential along the Mogollon Rim. Excuse me. Lightning data and MRMS imagery from the past 24 hours shows a mixture of heavy precipitation cores, QPE values near 0.25 inch, as well as multiple dry lightning strikes. Additionally, a couple of small fire starts were noted over the past 24 hours due to lightning. Similar thermodynamic conditions will be in place this afternoon and will likely yield a similar mixture of wet and dry thunderstorms. Unlike previous days, thunderstorm coverage may be more limited due to weaker synoptic scale forcing for ascent. So that is your day one fire weather outlook. So what I'm seeing is that the main potential is that if there's a dry thunderstorm, that'll be the main cause for a fire today. So just be aware of that. Be prepared to, evacuate on a moment's notice should a fire start suddenly. Please gather your supplies immediately. If I were you, I would gather supplies immediately, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, toiletries, a flashlight, clothing, extra batteries, a phone, cell phone chargers, and a battery-powered radio for your journey in the event you need to evacuate on a moment's notice. So, anyway, stay safe in these areas, and stay tuned for my Day 2 Fire Weather Outlook, which will come out tonight. So now, I'm going to move over to today's Severe Weather Outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. Come on. Alright, here we go. We have two marginal risk areas for today. One marginal today covers... This is now for severe weather, by the way. So there are two marginal risk areas for severe thunderstorms today. One covering much of the eastern half of New Mexico, northwestern Texas, the Texas Panhandle, much of Oklahoma, and extreme southeastern tip of Kansas. And a second marginal today covers eastern North Dakota, far northeastern South Dakota, and northwestern Minnesota. Cities in today's marginals include Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, and Norman, Oklahoma. So, there is no tornado threat for today. So that's good news. Going to the wind, there are two areas where we have a 5% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher today. One covering much of the eastern half of New Mexico, northwestern Texas, the Texas Panhandle, much of Oklahoma, and far southeastern Kansas. And the second 5% today covers eastern North Dakota, extreme northeastern South Dakota, and northwestern Minnesota. The 5% wind risk areas today include Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, and Norman, Oklahoma. So, going to today's hail threat, there are 2 areas where we have a 5% chance of hail of 1 inch in diameter or larger today, one covering much of the eastern half of New Mexico, northwestern Texas, the Texas Panhandle, and much of Oklahoma. And the second 5% hail risk today covers eastern North Dakota, far northeastern South Dakota, and northwestern Minnesota. Okay. Using the 5% hail risk areas today include Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, and Norman, Oklahoma. So, in summary, isolated strong to severe thunderstorms may pose some risk for severe winds and hail across parts of the southern plains and separately from North Dakota and northern Minnesota, mainly this afternoon and evening. So that's your day 1 severe weather outlook. So anyway, stay safe in the affected areas today, despite just being marginals, because sometimes marginals can produce some pretty strong storms. And I will have my day 2 severe weather outlook this afternoon, and my day 2 fire weather outlook later today or this evening. So stay tuned for both of those. Take care.